Hello, this is a much easier to use stops list webinar. This will be about 5 to 10 minute webinar. Show you how to easily run a stops list that still has the same effect as the prior version of this. First step is to create routes. Depending on your store size or the town size, you may do it differently than this. This is Harrisburg, which is a relatively large market. There's a very dense downtown area here, so I'm going to create that as Zone 1. Anything in downtown Harrisburg in Zone 1. Anything, it depends on what's easy to get to. So what I did was I created the southern corridor, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5, Zone 6, Zone 7. If you had a small town, like I'll use Shenandoah for example, I might have anything surrounding Shenandoah be Zone 1, and then this whole area up here, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, and Zone 5. You have to do that based on what's easy to get to. So what I tried to do was group, if I was going on a 1-hour trip and I wanted to hit all of these, I wanted to go through Steelton and Harrisburg and then Highspire and then Middletown, I could easily do that in one trip. So that's why I grouped those all as Zone 2. So that's the theory behind creating zones. Now, once you have these zones created, you need to log each customer as you create a customer to a particular zone. So that's the only thing that takes a little bit of time when you first start using this method, is you have to make sure all the customers have zones or it's not as functional. So if I pull up the customer, double click on the customer information, you can see this delivery route here. That's the collection and delivery route. You want to use collection route is the zones that we're talking about. So these are collection routes here. So you just want to, for this particular customer, their address is downtown Harrisburg. If I'm not sure, I just Google map it, and I see, okay, yeah, that's just inside of Zone 1 on my map. Just right here is where this customer lives. So I'm going to code them Zone 1, collection route 1, save it. Okay, and then once I have all my customers correctly coded, to run a collection report, I just go to Reports, Collection Reports, and then Collection. I choose which routes I want to do. So, maybe I want to do Route 2, and then if I have time, I'm going to go to Route 3. So what I would do is choose Route 2. In this case, I'm going to do Route 1 just to show you the printout because these customers aren't coded. But do Route 1. I choose Custom Range. I'm going to choose any customer that's at least 4 days expired up to the maximum, which is going to be about 125 or so, but I'm just going to make sure I cover them all. And then I'm going to sort by ascending zip code. And then I just hit delinquency list. And what this does is sorts them by zip code. So here I have 17011, 17013, 17034, 36, 36, 36, and so on. Now normally you're only going to have, because you're going to have these all sorted by zone, you might have, this is the biggest zone in Harrisburg, so I might have 3 or 4 pages, but they're all going to be mostly 17103 or 104, and they're all going to be in the same general area. So that way, Route 1, I take my list, and I just hit that downtown area hard, and then if I wanted to take another route with me, I just print out Route Route 2 also, and then print that and take it along. Now in this case there aren't any, like I said, but that way you have the key to this is we're wanting to stop at every customer who doesn't have a commitment, who is more than 3 days expired. So in this case, the only thing I have to be aware of is making sure that I'm not, let me change this back, making sure that I'm not stopping at people that have active commitments that I don't want to stop at. So I'm just going to look here. This has all the current information on it. It'll also show if they have a commitment. For example, right here, Carol Vivas has a commitment for 12/26. So since today is 12/24, if I'm doing stops today, I'm not going to stop here because we have a commitment for 1226. But otherwise, this list includes everyone I want to stop at. If they don't have a commitment, it means I haven't been able to contact them, so I need to stop. The thing we want to avoid is just picking and choosing this customer or that customer. The important thing is being efficient, and if I have a group of customers in the downtown area, let me stop at all those customers that need to be stopped at. If I have a group of customers out in some other area, out here, then let me stop at all those customers, not just the one that I happen to think of. So that's why we use the groupings. This just makes it a lot easier to maintain than the spreadsheet method that I had done before. Please make sure you ask if you're not familiar with this. We do expect probably this method to be used. If you have a better method that you want to share, then please do, and we'll talk about it. But this is the method that is essentially the same as the spreadsheet method, just a lot easier to maintain.